Hello viewers, you're welcome to another interesting edition of our program, Business Digests. I believe that you have been enjoying this program. If you have been enjoying this program, let's know your thoughts and your comments, particularly on the comment side. Let's know your thoughts, let's know your feelings, let's know how this program has been of great blessing and an encouragement to you and to your business. My name is Olayinka Gabriel. I'm the CEO of Taraba Business School. This program is brought to you courtesy of Taraba Business School. This edition is going to be very exciting as we continue from where we stopped last week. So I want to encourage you to share the program on your platform. Let others also join us this evening to be able to enjoy the program. So share it on your platform, on your WhatsApp groups, and anywhere you are a member, on Facebook, on Instagram, and now Twitter is back. Even on Twitter, you can share it and let people join us and be parts of the program. In today's edition, we are looking at starting a business that will outlive you, part 2. Last week, we looked at the part 1 of this program, and we made some striking comments about starting a business that will outlive you. Maybe I should remind you one or two of those comments so that we can forge ahead today. Last week, we said your business should not be that one that when you are no longer alive or when you are no longer there, the business will not succeed. We saw that there are businesses that started, and even the people that started the business, even long after when they are no longer there, the business keeps flourishing. We talked about people like Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. We talked about Ten Tom, the founder of CNN, and so many of them. If I ask you who started Coca-Cola, I'm sure you will not know. Or if I ask you who started Mercedes-Benz, I'm sure you will not know. Business, we said, you need to do something that will outlive you. We say a good man leaveth inheritance for his children's children. A good man leaveth inheritance for his children's children. In today's edition, we will continue from where we stopped in our last edition. And in our last edition, we talked specifically about 5 principles that you need to understand in order for you to do a business that will outlive you. There are 5 principles that helps you to achieve your business goal. And what are those 5 principles? We say number 1, your life experience. Number 2, your learning and training. Number 3, your giftings and special endowment. Number 4, your passion and your dream and your passion. And number 5, your life opportunity and the needs around you. These are 5 important things that helps you to develop a business that will outlive you. Because we said a business that is infused with the element of your personality will definitely lead to a great vision that people will connect with. Let me say that again, very important. A business that is infused with the element of your personality, it will lead to a great vision that people will connect with. So, today we want to examine these 5 important principles that helps you to develop a business that will outlive you. And I have mentioned those 5 principles, and we're going to be looking at them one after the other. Now let's start with your life experience. One thing that can help you to make a good business from is your life experience. The first thing that will help you to be able to develop a viable business is your life experience. Anything you pass through in life is actually an opportunity for business. Anything you pass through in life is actually an opportunity for business. You know, when I was just about 5 years, I'll tell you a little about my life story in today's edition. You know, just when I was about 5 years, my mother introduced me to business. You know, we used to go to villages, you know, to sell things around, you know, women wares, kitchen and house utensil and all that. You know, especially any days that I don't have school, you know, and sometimes throughout that day, I will carry some of those things on my head. But I need to tell you, those things I learned, those experience I had, even as a small boy, they things that encourage me, that has motivated me in most of the business I am doing today. So, if you know, the things I learned, the things I went through, they are part of. Are you serving under somebody? You need to learn everything you need to learn while you are with him. You know, sometimes when we are under somebody, we are serving under him, or we are under him, you know, we feel frustrated, we feel as if the person is maltreating us. Every experience you have in life is an opportunity for business. Every opportunity you have, keep learning and experiencing new things, because you don't know when and how that thing will make an impact in your life in future. Keep experiencing new things. You don't know when and how that thing will make an impact in your life in the future. Somebody, a woman was sharing with me a story, and very pathetic. She told me how her stepmother was maltreating her. The stepmother was selling food, you know, and as early as 5 o'clock, the woman will leave her own children and wake her up as early as 5 o'clock to start cooking. You know, because the woman owns a Mr. Put. And you know, she must wake up, wash plate, you know, cook. Because if she did not do it, no school for her. And because she wants to go to school, she will do that. She will cook, she will wash plate, she will do all that because she wanted to go to school. And she told today, this same woman owned one of the most promising food restaurants in town. And she told me that time it was looking as if it was punishment. But today, you know, when people see her in flashy car and see the food business, you know, how it's flourishing, you know, they didn't know what she had, the experience she had in life. Any man who does a business, who has no experience with, we hardly go far. So keep learning and experiencing new things, because you don't know when and how it will make an impact in your life in the future. You know, the truth is this: our experience may differ, but what is important are the lessons we learn from every life experience. Our experience may differ, but what is important is the lesson we learn from every life experience. My experience may not be your own experience, but keep learning and experiencing new things, because you don't know when and how that thing may make an impact in your life in future. So our experience may differ, but what is important is the lessons we learn out of every experience. The second principle that helps you to develop a viable business is your learning and training. The second principle that helps you to develop a viable business is your learning and training. You know, for me, education is actually a means to an end and not an end in itself. The problem we have with our educational system today is that many people go to school just for certificates. One problem we have with our educational system today is that so many people go to school just for the purpose of certificate. Remove certificate today from school, so many people will not go to school again. And that's why we have so many what I call educated illiterates on our streets. So many people go to school just for the purpose of the certificate. But you know, for me, the major reason for going to school is for the learner to develop their common sense. Is for the learner to develop their common sense, number one. Number two is for them to expand their horizon and to be able to build capacity, and so that they can be able to increase productivity. That is the reason for going to school. Don't go to school because of certificate. Go to school because you want to develop capacity, because you want to expand your horizon, you want to expand your knowledge, you want to expand your understanding, you want to expand your IQ. Because let me ask you, which business opportunity can you develop from the things you learn in school? So many go to school, but the school did not go through them. The essence of going to school is, what can I do with this learning? What can I develop? What can I contribute to the society by this learning? We need to change our mindset. We need to change our understanding about even while we are going to school. We need to change our understanding. As I study media and communication, how can I use media and communication to better the life of people? What business idea can I come up with? As I study agriculture, what business idea can I come out of the things I'm learning in school? So one thing that can help us to develop a viable business idea is our learning and training. You know, some people learn even under unconventional school. And you know, they were able to affect their generation. You know, I told you about Steve Jobs. Let me tell you something about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is the founder of Apple. Do you know that Steve Jobs was a dropout from school? He could not continue his education. So, in one of his stories, he said he enrolled for a part-time class in calligraphic. Calligraphic is how to write in cursive, you know, in style, and you know, in some of those artistic, you know, and a special writing. And he said, as at the time he was learning calligraphic, it didn't really make any meaning to him. But 10 years later, when they were developing the Mabis, he said the thing just came back, and you know, and they developed the Mabis, you know, and today we have computers with beautiful write-ups and beautiful typography. And he said, he made a statement which struck me. And what is the statement? He said, there is nothing you learn in life that is a waste. There is nothing you learn in life that is a waste. Because you see, even Microsoft Microsoft just copy Mavis. It means that probably if Steve Jobs has not enrolled in that calligraphy, maybe we will have not have beautiful typography that will develop beautiful multiple typing phase today in the history of computer. And he made that statement. He said, there is nothing you pass through in life that is a waste. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to let you know today that there is nothing you pass through in life that is a waste. Keep learning and experiencing new things, because you don't know when and how that thing will make an impact in your life in the future. Because there is nothing you learn in life that is a waste. The third thing that you need to know about what can help you to develop a business idea that will outlive you is your gifting and special endowment. Your gifting and special endowment. You know, gifting and special endowment are the things that God specially endow us. You know, He gives some people ability to teach, some can add drama, some can make good performance, you know, some can make people laugh. There is something in you that is unique. You are not a photocopy. You are unique in your style. Do you know that? How do you know that you are unique? Do you know that if you put the thumbprint, we have about 7 billion people today on earth. If you put the thumbprint of all the 7 billion people on earth in one database, none of them will collide. If you put the thumbprint, that's how unique you are made. Every human being that is on earth is unique. That means there is something in you that is not in the other 7 billion people on earth. There is something, you need to discover it. Many a times, the problem is that we don't discover ourselves. I need to let you know today that there is something in you that is listening to me, that is not in the 7 billion people on earth. Meaning that there is something in you that the whole 7 billion people on earth are waiting for. You need to discover it. You need to make use of it. So your gifting and special endowment is something that you can make use of to develop something that will outlive you. Something that will be generational. Something that your children will even come and benefit from it. Your gifting and training. So there are things that we are endowed with. There are things that we do effortless. There are things that every hobby, every interest can become a big business. How many people ever think many years ago that ordinary making people laugh is going to be a big business? You know how much Agodai or basket mount are making. You see, they will say table of 4, table of 8, 1 million naira. Every hobby, every interest, there are things that you don't struggle doing. There are things that you do effortless. There is something in you that the whole 7 billion people on earth are waiting for. So every hobby, every interest can become a big business that people will connect with. The next principle is your dream and passion. The next principle is your dream and passion. Dream and passion is what you desire to be in life. A dream is not necessarily the one that you see while sleeping. I gave you, when we are building up on this, I told you that my definition of dream is that dream is not what you see while sleeping. Dream is what does not make you sleep. What is what you see yourself becoming in future. You know, I told you that I'll tell you a little about the story of my life today. I attended a primary school in the north, in Bauchi State, in a town in Bauchi State called Misau. And I attended a very village primary school and village secondary school. And I used to remember how they even taught us how to read. Teach us ba, bi, bo, bu, be. When we pick B, we put all the consonant. When we put L, la, li, lo, lu, le. That's how we were taught how to read. And we did not have good teachers. Sometimes is when core members come to our school, they try to teach us one thing or the other, and so forth. So with that kind of background, when I went to go and write WAEC, I had 2 papers. I had a credit in Hausa, a credit in CRK, and a pass in Hausa. So my mother now asked me to go and learn mechanic. I remember taking me to one of the old people in the town there, so that he can advise me to go and learn mechanic. So I'm not saying if mechanic is your destiny, you can make a big business out of it. But I know that there is something I am expected to do. So I told my mother that I want to go to school. So the man said, which kind of school do you want to go? With 1 credit in CRK and a pass in Hausa. Is it a Christian religion you want to go and study or what? But I insisted that I want to go to school. I had a dream. I was determined to fulfill my dream. And today, by the grace of God, I'm a graduate of accounting. I graduated as one of the best students. I even won award. I hold a master's degree in finance. I'm a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, member of the Chartered Taxation, member of Nigeria Institute of Management, and so many, many qualifications. What will have happened if I have given up on my dream? So don't give up on your dream. If you can dream it, you can be it. Anything that is imaginable is achievable. Did you hear me? If you can dream it, you can be it. Anything that is imaginable at all, if your mind can imagine it, then you can become it. I just shared the story of my life. If you can dream it, you can be it. Anything that is imaginable is achievable. There is the power of dream. Every great business you see today is started as a dream. That's why I say, start small, but dream big. You can start it small, but have a great dream. Start small, but dream big. In order to portray the issue of having a great dream, let me give you the story of Ben Clinton. Ben Clinton attended a senior secondary school exchange program. It's a program in which the students at that time, are expected to go to Washington, and that they are expected to see the president that year. The president usually come around in that boys exchange program, and the president at that time is John F. Kennedy. So while John F. Kennedy was talking to the boys, and one of the questions he kept asking them is, what do you want to become in life? What do you want to become tomorrow? You know, when he asked this one say, I want to become an engineer. This one say, I want to become a doctor. This one will say, I want to become a nurse, and so forth. When John F. Kennedy got to Bill Clinton, he asked Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton looked at John F. Kennedy in his eyes and told him that, I want to become like you. Bill Clinton, a small boy of secondary school at that time, looked at John F. Kennedy in his eyes and said, I want to become like you. 31 years later, Bill Clinton became the 42nd president of the United States of America. You know, and he became the third youngest president ever ruled in America. You know, and he was one of the presidents that was able to be re-elected. Don't forget, if you can dream it, you can be it. Anything that is imaginable is achievable. There is the power of the mind. Many a times we got discouraged. We give up even before we move on. In the journey of entrepreneurship, there is what we call tenacity of purpose. In the journey of entrepreneurship, there is what we call tenacity of purpose. I remember the story of one popular man of God in this country called Pastor Enoch Adeboye. You know, it's a story he usually used to say even to his congregation. You know, he said he came from a village in Osun State called Ifewara. But what actually fascinates me about that story is that when he was a young boy, as at that time, he had not even wear shoe before. He said they were so poor that even the poor people in the village called them poor. You know that kind of poverty. That even a poor man could call you poor. You know that your poverty is serious. So he said one day, there was a particular bishop that was to visit their village. And you know, usually in the village now, when somebody like that is coming, you know, everybody will come out, want to welcome him. So he said, when the man stepped out, the first thing he noticed was the man's shoe. Whoa! You know, in those days, there used to be this kiwi. Kiwi? That when you polish shoe, the thing will be glittering like that. You know, some of us that are a little older understand that. So he said, the first thing that fascinated him was the man's shoe. Say what? You know, I remember at that time he has not even wear any shoe. And he said that day he told himself that I'm going to be as great as this man. The power of dream. If you can dream it, you can be it. Anything that is imaginable is achievable. Business is all about dream. There is what we call tenacity of purpose. So he said, and today, definitely, he is even far, far greater than his name among the 50 most influential people on earth. You know what that means? His church is in about 132 countries of the world. So, there is the power of dream. If you can dream it, you can be it. Anything that is imaginable is achievable. The next principle is your life opportunity and the needs around you. Your life opportunity and the needs around you. You know, life generally provides us with opportunity. Some have been able to take advantage of that opportunity. Life offered them, while others lose it and live in regret. You know, there's a popular saying that says the opportunity once lost may never be regained. So, as you move in life, the people you meet, the places you have opportunity to go, they are all assets that you must maximize. Don't look down on anybody. Treat everybody with respect and dignity. Take advantage of the opportunity of your going to places provide you. I'll tell you, several businesses I'm doing is a product of opportunity. You know, today I'm into telecommunication business. How did it happen? It was an opportunity. While I was writing my ICANN, I had opportunity to be traveling from Jalingo to Lagos. And you know, at that time, things like handset were still new. You know, I'm talking about 10 to 15 years ago. So when I'm going, some people will gather money and say, oh, please, when you get to Lagos, help us buy handset. So I did that one, twice, and I started thinking, why can't I gather a little money so that when I go, I'll buy some, and when I come back, I'll be able to sell to people. That was my genesis of going into telecommunication business. So maximize every opportunity. The opportunity of where you stay, there is something there that may not be available in another place. There is something there that others struggle to get. Life generally provides us opportunity. Maximize every opportunity that life provides for you. Because at each time, you know, you look at business is all about looking at opportunity. You know, I was talking to one of my mentors, and we're looking at the business model of Overland. What is the business model of Overland? To fly to rural places that the other big airline don't go. Overland actually started as a private, you know, airline, only doing chartered airline or your chartered plane, and gradually they now saw an opportunity that there are rural areas, they may be state capital, but big airline don't go. So they started noticing that most of the people that come to charter their plane actually go to those areas. You know, and when they saw that opportunity, they started going. You will now see they started going to those places, taking people from those rural places to the big city. You see them flying Akure, flying Ilorin, flying Jalingo, flying Bauchi, you know, flying some of those Jigawa, you know, some of those places that, and with that kind of understanding opportunity, they have been able to enter into the mainstream airline business, and they are doing well. Look at the opportunity around you. What are the needs around you? What are the things that people have to travel far to go and get? What do you think will happen if you start providing it for them? One of the ideas that came to me that I started Taraba Business School was when I was leaving Jalingo to travel to Lagos just to go and attend ICANN lectures. Today, if you want to write ICANN, you don't need to go to Lagos as I did. Every experience you have in life is an opportunity for you to see a business opportunity that you can tap into. So, any opportunity around you can become a big business that you can connect with. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are going to wrap it up in today's edition of our program, Business Digests. I believe that you have been able to enjoy the program. You have been able to see something in the program of today. This program comes to you every Saturday like this. You know, you are going to see this program every Saturday like this by 8 p.m. Next week, we are coming up with another exciting edition. We're going to be looking at 101 businesses that you can do. While in these first two editions, on starting a business that outlived you, we have looked at general principle. But next week, we are going to be looking at specific 101 businesses you can do with 101 unique ideas. 101 businesses you can do with 101 unique ideas. That is our program that will be coming your way next week. I believe that you will join us in this program. Let's know how you feel about this program in the comment section, and how we can make the program better and more exciting for you. I have a book titled Developing Entrepreneurship Skill, a Practical Approach. The book is loaded. I want to encourage you to get a copy of this book. We have slashed 75% of the total cost of the book. You can make comment on the comment side, or you can call any of the numbers that you are seeing on your screen, and we'll tell you how you can get a copy of the book. We have some exciting online programs and even physical programs that you can benefit from, in core areas of business, on human resource management, on project management, on entrepreneurship development, on business management, on procurement, on inventory management, on database management, on programming, on real estate and property management, on journalism and mass media, and so many, about 32 different programs. They are 1 month program that will, with about 8 modules, on some of these courses, which are very peculiar and they are very key. Thank you so much for joining us in this week edition. We hope to see you next week, when we shall be bringing to you 101 business you can do with 101 unique ideas. Thank you so much, viewers, and see you next week, when we shall bring you again on another fresh edition of this program, Business Digest. Thank you so much, and God bless you.